Hello, once again, and welcome to Hangout with Pierre. I'm so excited to have you join us on this journey as we seek to boost our confidence, improve our voice, and nurture semblance of rigor. On today's episode, we'll be looking at what we've titled Get On and Move On. Get On and Move On. Oftentimes, we find ourselves stuck up in a place, stuck up in a moment, um, on ending season or a cycle, and we begin to wonder where we are getting it wrong. What are we not doing correctly? Are we having the right faith, the right amount of faith to birth the next phase of our lives? And it brings a lot of wonder. It brings a lot of aggravated uncertainty that becomes like a mountain difficult to be surmounted. And it happens in two unique perspectives. The one that happens within and that which happens without. The one that happens within and that which happens without. The within, that is the intra perspective of it, is when we are stuck up on on the past in terms of defeats, betrayals, disappointments, and even our past victories. These things hinder us from getting on with the assignments that we've been committed into our care. When we overemphasize the reaction of men in our lives and in our situations, it brings us to the point where we hold back unknowingly. Oftentimes, those who hold back, who stay at the point, wasn't their intention, it wasn't something they desired, but they found out that that's just what became the reality, and that's because um, we took to heart so greatly the things that happened on the outside, the things that happened, well, especially from those who we trusted, those who we depended on to a very large extent, those who we never for once thought that they would leave us or forsake us in a way. These things poses a restriction on our, our, our motivation to get on with that which has been committed into our care. And there's also the feeling of not being understood, such that when we have these ideas, those juices are flowing in our system, we have this notion that those around us do not get it. Those around us cannot bring to life that which is on the inside of us, and for that reason, we just hold back and do not um, begin the journey because we are expecting that we're gonna go together as a team. It is true that, yeah, we need that partnership, we need that coming together. However, the journey begins with you who receive the vision, who the assignment has been committed into your care. You have to make the first move. You have to take the first step. You have to journey to an extent. Then more help, more support will be released onto you. We look at in the story of creation. Adam was put in the garden to manage the garden. He did that for a period of time before the Lord said, "It's not good for the man to be alone, and let us make an helpmate for him." If Adam wasn't pulling his own weight, if he wasn't moving, if he wasn't getting on with the assignment, and having the mindset that probably I can't go too far because of someone not being there. I know all these things poses us into experience unprecedented delays. And if we look at it from the inter perspective, that is things that has to do with others outside of ourselves. Um, when we have journeyed to a certain extent and we come into a partnership, we come into a group, and we're working, we're moving on, and people start to bring out their true nature, their character starts to come forth. It's always in our face. We find that oftentimes because of this, many people withdraw, many people hold back, and it even becomes worse when they leave they leave us at some point and we begin to want to start to cover up for their exit. We want to start to make up for them not being around to the extent that we forget our own assignment, we forget our own purpose, we forget our own roles that we have to play. So imagine a spouse hung up on the fact that their significant other left, and they take it as a valid reason or an excuse not to do just the upbringing of their products, which could be their children, their businesses, etc., and raising up the family as it were. We find that many people give up on life because of someone that left, and some things have changed, some things have happened that was not prepared for, did not envisage that it was going to be to that extent. But I said that nothing is sufficient enough for you to lose yourself. No one is so great an influence upon you for you to neglect that which is on your inside. I want you to realize that there is more on your inside than you have seen, you have experienced. You have more to give. There's more that has been deposited on your inside that will be a great blessing. So do not allow the things that happen, do not allow the one who's left to prevent you from shining your light, to prevent you from being the solution to the questions and the troubles that is faced all around. And one thing that we need to understand is that God engages in recruitment. He engages to recruit, number one, to fill up a void, and also to advance the cause, to fill up a void and to advance the cause. So when we keep trying to fill the gap and the void ourselves, abandon our duty post or doing little to accomplish that which God has given unto us, God seeks out a replacement for us ourselves. It sounds strange, but it's true. If we stop pulling our own weight, if we stop moving in the direction that God is moving, if we stop doing the things that He has committed into our hands to do, He finds a replacement for us. So it's not a matter of who left. It's a matter of our ability and our. So we see that God seeks out to replace us because we stopped moving. We stopped doing the things that He's committed in our life. So as I close out today, it says that life is in constant motion. Life is in constant motion. People will come and people will go. Things will equally happen. A day might be silent in our eyes, but a lot happen that we know nothing about. So therefore, always seek out to continue. Seek out to keep moving. Get on and move on. God bless you.